For the A-Main, Ryan Timms and Michael Pickens in row number 1. Gavin Miller and Tyler Edwards in row number 2. Darren Pittman and the local boy, Jason McDougal, row number 3.
Wow, where's Bell coming from?
Justin Grant, row number 4.
Bell? Is there?
Andrew Felker, Cole Vander Heiden in row 5. Michael Jacinto and Sunshine, Tyler Courtney in row number 6. 7th row, Sia, Sam Johnson and Daniel Robinson. Row number 8, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Frankie Guarini.
That's right. They're gonna do like
from the beginning,
all the segment, all the from way back in the alphabet soup all day tomorrow.
Dominic Gordon, Wout Hoffman's and TJ.
Yeah, they're gonna have like
24 cars, 30
whoever how far back.
To the pole shuffle.
G-H-I. I don't know. They're going to do like the I and then move all the way up until they get to the A starting tomorrow.
Ryan Ward,
Bell's in the B main tomorrow to try to get to the A because the A is tomorrow night. So this is just one from tonight racing in this A.
You mentioned it a minute ago. It seems like the layups would be coming from row number 4 with the
there'll be a whole lot of
Mr.
racing
Friday
tomorrow.
night. The last 2 times on Friday night in Logan Seavey.
I don't know what time they
Justin
start
Grant and
tomorrow.
Logan Seavey side by side. I'm not going to take them. Why? Because they have to get through 4 of my Oklahomies to get up front. And I'm going to take the veteran of those 4 in the number 21. He's with the new team, new car. Give me Darren Pittman tonight.
DP night. All right. I'm going to the inside of row number 2, the young gun from Pennsylvania. I picked him as the guy to watch early in the night. Gavin Miller. He's going to break through tonight. He's got a USAC win. He picked up an extreme win this year. A lot of midget races under his belt this year. Give me Gavin from 3rd.
I really like your pick, Brian. I like it so much, I'm going to go right next to you. I think Jason McDougal has magic in this building, and we've seen magic here all week. He lapped cars in his heat race, said I didn't feel good at all, went and roped in Justin Grant in his qualifier.
Hey, they start early
He's got a lot
tomorrow.
more laps to do it now.
They start
I like
early
J-Mac
tomorrow.
to get it done from the outside of row number 3.
Yeah,
They start with a Q main.
Getting the qualifier.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take your word for it, guys.
What time?
Q
Well,
to
guys,
P
thank you very
to
much. Down trackside in the booth.
9:15
Chris
a.m.
Wilder, you want first or you want
They're starting
I'm going to
early.
defer to Clint Boyle. So I feel like I always have gone first. Go ahead, bud.
The A main ain't until 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What's going on? What is that?
I don't care about
Me?
that. I don't know which one to pick out of row 4. Both of them, both of them are my dogs, and they set me up like this.
Right,
I
somebody's
appreciate
having
you
a
for
girl.
that. I don't know how you go against someone with this much experience.
And the way they start tomorrow is only
all night long.
whoever finishes first and
He
second.
got 10 stuff from behind when he wasn't expecting it, and that's Justin Grant. And having McDougal push him around in that race is, I think, just what he needed to go get on top of his A game and refocus and not take this situation too lightly. So I got Justin Grant outside row number 4.
Check mo
I'm going to go flip-flop. I'm going to go inside row number 4. We poked the bear a little bit with Logie Bear, and I think you saw a little bit of an emotional Logan Seavey in those interviews. Logan Seavey is the master at making the most of his race car. We saw it last year in the Friday Night Prelim. He didn't look great. It took until a late race run, but he is absolutely the master of when it gets technical. He finds a way to be the most consistent. We may have ourselves a technical racetrack. Give me Logan Seavey to go 3 in a row on Friday night.
Thank you, Earl, for your contribution, and well done on the Sonic Sour and with the pink.
Earl, if you're a real fan, you would smash that nos off the side of your head.
Justin Grant.
Right? Yeah, no, that's hard. You guys
Well
left
done.
me the entirety of the front row to choose from.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. That makes my choice really hard. I said coming into this week that I thought if there's somebody outside the big 5, the big 6 as it was, Larson and Bell, Thorson and Seavey, of course, now Brain Fate, Buddy Kofoid, and Corey Day, that I thought that guy would be Ryan Timms. And I'm going to take Ryan tonight. I love the fact that he is on the pole. He has been an extremely good front runner through his career of racing, and I think if Timms can get out, rabbit this lead, put a little pad behind him, and get some rhythm, this could be very hard for this field to try to track him down.
This is the first time I think none of us might actually get our picks right. I think we all make great picks.
No, I do too.
I think we can all, every single one of us almost could miss because Pickens could take this too. and just
That's
go.
exactly what I was getting at. The Kiwi, I think, has been so good, feels so comfortable inside Keith's race cars, and Keith has just been on one tonight. I mean, he's on X Games mode right now.
He has, absolutely. And then I even look a little bit farther back, too, and I look behind Logan Seavey in row number 5, and I look at Andrew Felker. This is a bottom racetrack that comes in late. He has been notorious to just roll and catfish that bottom and may not win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Felker locks it in tonight.
We've seen it in some of the highlight videos that have run that top 3 battle with Logie and going forward with him and Tim's. There was Felker at the very end on Friday night last year trying to make a run of it. And Felker get the job done. This is going to be fun.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah,
Not a single one of us took the time to Courtney or Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
I think they're talking about them will be in tomorrow's.
That's just your talent here on the
tomorrow's
loaded night of the
somewhere in that suit.
Absolutely. And then even with Ryan
What
Timms
they call him. I don't think
he's
he's in this.
rewatched that Friday night prelim last year over and over and over again, studying the film. What more could I have done? But you're right, Caleb. The fact he's starting on the pole instead of having to pick his way through a couple of rows to get to the front and do some chasing, I think speaks dividends. It's going to be tough to get past Ryan Timms.
Clinton, if McDougal wins this, does the building burn?
Man, it does. Yeah, if McDougal wins this, I probably don't stay in this booth.
I was about to say, we'll see you later. Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to have all the unbiased here, right? But Jason has done so much, worked so hard, been through everything in his career, and someone that I lived with for a while. I think the world of Jason, and I'm pumped to watch him rip this thing for 30 laps because he seems like vintage J Boogie tonight.
Let's be fair. Since his 3 driller performance, this place has not been good to him.
No.
Other than the soup run, which ended early, he has had a hard time making mains, much less doing anything, and he looks really, really quick tonight. So Tulsa's favorite son might be prime.
It's time for me to stop talking about my friends.
It doesn't matter. They're going to do what they're going to do, regardless of what we're going to say, as we're ready for the final prelim A-main event of the night.
It is a star-studded field on a Friday night in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The final preliminary night is the Rowdy Spray Confetti. It's Turn the Bowl Pink night. Can anyone dethrone the Friday night champ and the 2-time defending Chilliwack champ? We'll find out. 30 laps, green flag. Friday night is underway.
So far, so good through turn number 1. Timms has the advantage. Pickens hunting on the high side. Long way around through the corner. It is Timms on lap number 1 here at the Friday Night A-Main.
Here comes Michael Pickens. It's a KKM 1-2-3 as he nearly biked it over. Didn't lose a ton of time. But here comes J Boogie and Jason McDougal. But on the bottom, Tyler Edwards in the infernal. Upside down.
There you go, Stino's there.
So one upside down early, but man, Michael Pickens rode out of the bike. I thought that thing was going over.
Jones had started in 20th, had made his way to 18th in just a couple of laps up and on his lid. Got a good long chance to talk to Kyle Monday night post-race.
5, 7, 8, 9.
Excited for the opportunity. Unfortunately, quickly on his top and
that's early.
got a piece of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. there on the way up and over.
Grant and CV still running 7-8, so neither made
a position up
in that opening exchange, and yikes.
There's going to be no fixing that.
I don't know who that is.
So, guys, 2 laps into this, and one of the things that's been talked about in the Keith Kunz Motorsports cars over the years, and this has been confirmed by various drivers, not all of them are given every shock adjustment in the car. Some of them don't. I don't know which on the end of Timms, Miller, and Pickens are on these things, but all 3 of those drivers with a chance to make their cars better, depending on what their crew chiefs may be signaling them right now. We know going through the field, the guys like Seavey and Grant have that, and this yellow flag, couple laps at speed. If you wanted to take a little swing at it, good timing to do that.
Blake's down there to assess the damage.
Yeah, heavy damage to that right front nine. We'll see how they got enough time in the work area, Clint. But Chris Morris made his way over there, so we'll get a good look in just a second.
See if the shock stud and mount was broke off the axle.
It was hard to tell. It looked like it might be, though.
His guys have a new shock in hand. That was their best guess. They weren't positive as to what the problem was, but they had a new shock in hand. It's here now. They're going to get to work.
Gamitin mo na yung bago mong bag.
just depends if it's a shock stud that broke off on the axle or if it just,
Gamitin mo na rin yung bago mong bag.
broke the shock itself. Yeah, I'm here to say
it's the stud.
Yep.
you can get the stud out of the axle.
Radius round slowly down to the right-hand side.
Okay, they got the new one going on the top. But I don't think they had a stud handy. Sounds like we got work going on here on the left front as well. Lights are out, guys. They were just told 60 seconds is up.
They're going to have to keep working on it. So caution lights turn out around the arena. Ryan Timms leads the first two. Gavin Miller and Michael Pickens right in behind him. Tyler Edwards 4. And Jason McDougal sitting in position number 5. Of note, Grant ahead of CV right now. They're in 7th and 8th.
Back to green with 28 circuits still to go. Ryan Timms, Gavin Miller back down to turn number 1 and 2. Pickens on the berm and he's going to stall it.
Pickens stalled it getting into one.
Oh my goodness, heartbreak as one of the 3 Keith Kunz Motorsports entries that was in the top 3. Now we'll have to restart the tail, but this gives life to Kyle Jones in the work area.
Yeah, you said it, Chris, and they got a new stud going on right now. They're ready and after it. Michael Hubert's down here. They are getting after it, and like I said, they got a new stud, and it's going in.
They're also replacing the drag link.
What's that?
Drag link that goes from your
Yeah, on
pivot
the left
arm
side,
and
yeah.
controls your steering. As we get a look at our iBox screens, it's a replay. Watch Pickens get in on.
I don't have the remote.
The bottom here. You get up in on that berm and
Why
you
did
get your
you do
brakes
that?
and just so easy to stall it, especially kind of on a fresh rework if there's maybe some
Did you
grease down
see
there.
Tyler Edwards get away with one there?
I was actually, the guy who should be the most disappointed right now is Jason McDougal. He had a really nice start up and around the top. It looked like he might have been able to get a couple of positions. Now, he'll get one from Pickens stalling it out, but at the same time, McDougal could have gotten one more there, too.
Lights are going back out, guys.
Yeah, they're ready on the right front, but the drag link they don't have done yet. Lights are out.
Well, never say never. We could get another yellow, but it's still Ryan Timms, Gavin Miller. Now Tyler Edwards to 3rd. McDougal to 4th. Pittman 5th. That's your top 5 with Grant and Seavey in tow.
Still 2 down, still 28 to go. Here comes Timms, bringing them back to green. Timms and Miller. McDougal will swing up to the top and work on Edwards for 3rd. Those two battling hard coming into the corner. Grant's jumped up to the top in behind him as Pittman down low. Looking to sneak a spot from McDougal as McDougal. Momentum on his side, rolling into 3 down the next straightaway.
Cut to the bottom to take that line away from Tyler Edwards and protect. So McDougal up to 3rd, jump back to the top in 1 and 2. Going to follow Gavin Miller around.
Justin Green got caught out in the middle. Logan Seavey makes the pass on him. They're side by side down the backstretch.
Seavey on the move, now up to 6th. Got around Grant. Grant gonna fire one back into turns 1 and 2. Those two side by side, just behind the Tyler Edwards battle. There for 4th with Darren Pittman. Pittman to 4th, Edwards back to 5th. Here comes Seavey around the top.
Pittman might need to get back to the top in a hurry, although Seavey's
we got one
maneuverable.
Grenaded on the front straightaway, sparks and smoke.
That thing spit chicken bones all down the front
No
stretch.
kidding. As Daniel, no,
All right.
Cole Vanderheiden is quickly climbing out of that car. We saw sparks, flames, pieces.
6 of 30 complete. 24 to go as Vanderheiden's run is done. Been a great night for him. Sad to see it end like that.
For a Chili Bowl rookie, you couldn't have imagined up to this point how good it could have gone.
He was an 8 at the time. We'll get a second look at it, and a third look from the IBOC replay as you saw it happening down the front straightaway. Big smoke, and where there's smoke, there is fire in the case of Vanderheiden. We'll pull it around. From the speed shot in turn 1, and yep,
I guess so.
up it went. So in that, a lot happened in those 4 laps. We'll kick it down to Brian real fast first. Brian.
Yeah, Cole, that That thing went up and pulled in the infield in a lot of flames there. Did you get anything on your suit?
I don't think so. We had a really fast car there. That just sucks. I don't really know what happened, but I think we were running about 8 there. But definitely a really good first run here at the Chili Bowl. I don't think we're going to be able to get back out for tomorrow, but definitely really excited for this run. Sucks for this to happen, but I can't thank Tyler Johnson Racing enough for all this opportunity. And, it's been a fun day, and we'll try again next year, maybe.
Glad to see you climb out of that one. Fire's a scary thing.
Well, he deserves another chance for sure after a great rookie run.
All right, so Pittman to 4. Seavey was on him. Seavey looking super maneuverable, too. Like that car working both high and low here.
6 down, 24 to go. Back under the green flag. Into the top goes Gavin Miller this time. In tow is Jason McDougal. Pittman on the bottom. And he's going to race now Logan Seavey, who's going to try to circle the wagons. And Logan Seavey's now going to look to get to 4th. He will. Now dive to the bottom on McDougal.
Seavey's got that rhythm going right now where, yeah, they can try to defend him, but he can put that car wherever they are not. Going to take a spot from McDougal coming off the corner. Timms has to wrap it. If he and Miller don't start getting away, Seavey is going to be on them in no time here. That's how strong he is as we watch the battle for 4th.
Battle for 4th. Logan Seavey's already now caught the back end of Gavin Miller, and he is wasting no time. Going to apply all sorts of pressure as Miller got tight on the cushion, and here comes Logan Seavey down to the bottom looking for 3rd.
Coming into 10 laps into this, 20 to go, 1/3 of the way through the race, as Seavey stalking Miller up around the high side of the track. Gavin getting some rhythm back and trying to reel back in Timms, who's made a line change down to the bottom of 3 and 4. It is Seavey, a couple of car lengths back of Gavin Miller, the defending Chili Bowl champ, on the hunt for 2nd out of 2.
Hounding is just absolutely stalking his prey right now as Logan Seavey just trying to
18
find
to go,
the
19.
best maneuver on the bottom. This time in 3 and 4 is going to get a bit of a run. He's going to try down bottom side of 1 and 2. Look how well he runs the berm. Going to try to pull even he can. But Logan Seavey's trying everything he can to rattle the cage of Gavin Miller.
Clinton, it's something you've talked about with Seavey in the past. His racecraft here at the Expo, second to none as he continues to pressure up Gavin Miller. To Miller's credit, though, he's keeping Timms in striking distance.
Miller's kind of got to figured it back out and started to make clean laps. That's actually what Logan probably wants to see. If he can get up there and start racing with Ryan Timms for the lead, Logan will have a chance to pounce on both of them.
We're coming in on halfway. This time, 15 down, 15 to go. Ryan Timms has led them all. Gavin Miller, Logan Seavey in pursuit. Seavey for 2nd. Slide jump through the corner. Cannot connect on it. Coming back after him in 3.
Really good rebound for Gavin Miller to not panic and just cross over Logan Seavey. But Seavey's going to try now to regroup. But they both have caught Ryan Timms. Ryan Timms starting to back up to these two here.
That's what Logan wanted right there is Gavin Miller to start racing at Ryan Timms. That's going to open the door for Logan to maneuver around and find a way past him.
Timms has got to get moving a little bit faster as Seavey slides up. He will take 2nd for the time being. Miller
Turned his teammate.
Turned his teammate.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't mean to.
That's
He just didn't expect Ryan to go to the bottom like that. Oh, what a horrible deal for both of those guys. And now the big question is who was 2nd at the line?
The disbelief on the KKM crew members after that exchange in the battle for the top spot ends with Ryan Timms spun around.
Here, babe.
Seavey's gonna win.
It's got to be disbelief for Ryan.
Hard break for sure.
Some
Let's
sauce.
look at it one more time. That's Timms up on the top in the orange and white 67. Down the back straightaway. A huge run for Miller. Timms trying to woe it up to get in on the bottom and turn number
You can see
3.
Miller just down.
Miller had no clue. He was committed. Gavin's all but stalled his engine.
Miller will.
Man, what a tough deal. If you're Gavin Miller, you got to somehow try to put that behind you because you're about to wage war with the best in this building.
Yeah.
Rated cheese.
He was ahead on the last time around. It wasn't a huge margin of distance between them. In fact, it was about 3/100th of a second that Miller was ahead of Seavey the last time by. But you're right, Clint. Now it is all about what's going through Gavin Miller's head at the moment. He was fairly successfully defending that position from Logan Seavey before catching Timms. The question is, what happens now?
You're not gonna like it because I
Timms leads the first 17. Gavin Miller,
Try
at the
it.
start of lap
Yeah.
18, will bring them back to green.
And with all that, how about TJ Smith up to 10th? from the B main, biggest mover.
Fourth.
That is
dead last.
Unbelievable. Tyler Courtney from 12th to 6th, trying to crack the top 5. We're not done with some movers and shakers here, but all eyes, of course, are going to be on this battle up front.
Miller, Seavey, Pittman, McDougal, Courtney, 1 through 5. Edwards, Vicento, Grant, Smith, and Felker.
And Caleb, it's going to be a minute. There is a lot of fluid on the bottom of the racetrack over here in turn number 3, and I heard over in turn 1 as well.
Blake, any idea where it came from?
I did not see where it came from. I just happened to walk back over and look like the track was really, really shining, and it is all down the backstretch as well. Into the middle of turn number 3.
The 2P of Cameron LaRose just got pushed up the ramp. Don't know if that's if that's a connection or not. We got another one here getting pushed up the ramp as well.
Cameron LaRose had only made 13 laps, so he's roughly 5 or 6 short of where we're at.
Big old tamales.
Vanderhyde coming to you. That was from earlier.
Yeah, you would think Cameron LaRose, if that was his deal, would have possibly, been ran in by now, or we'd have seen something about that.
Right. So we'll see who drops out of the running order when we get back to her. Again, Gavin Miller's got to clear his head from what just happened.
Yeah.
You can make your apologies later if you need to, but you got a race to win right now.
Yeah. I do think, applause to the Tulsa track officials here for, we've seen punishment for things like that. I think that's pretty obvious that it wasn't anything intentional. That was super hard racing, for the lead, and you could see Gavin's tires on the replay all but stopped trying to not get in the back of Ryan. So, if anyone back home is wondering, well, why aren't they sending him to the tail, I think that's why.
Well, how short of a memory does Gavin Miller have? Because he's got Logan Seavey just absolutely grinding his teeth, knowing what's at stake here. Darren Pittman into 3rd, McDougal in 4th, and Sunshine in 5th. Coming back to the green flag, 17 down, 13 laps to go.
Gavin Miller with an open track ahead of him, and Seavey's going to go to the top to begin his pursuit of your race leader. Miller leads on the restart. McDougal trying to drive up and around Pittman. Battle for 3rd is on as your race lead getting hot and heavy up in front. Oh, McDougal sideways, up and over after contact with Pittman.
He absolutely gassed it trying to get out of turn 2. Pittman was there. They both came up the racetrack. And tough heartbreak right in front of the Rowdies for Jason McDougal.
And a lot of sign language tonight.
What happened?
And the Rowdies are clearly on the side of Jason McDougal.
Jason needs to get his head back on straight here. I don't know how much damage that car has.
Yeah, we're after halfway, so, you're not going to get any work area time.
It's got to get buckled back in.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at the IBOC replay. Coming out of turn 2. See, McDougal on the outside got tight, tries to then get back down the hill. Man, I don't know. That's,
once he goes and looks at it again, might think different.
Hard racing?
Yeah, that's just, I think Darren maybe had an idea he was coming, but he definitely didn't see him.
He's trying to get his buckles back on here, but when he stood up, they fell behind his back. He sat down in the seat, and then they were all behind him and under him, so he's struggling to get the belts back on.
And this is dangerous because we know there is, beyond halfway, no time.
Yeah.
Caleb, a guy I'm keeping an eye on, Tyler Courtney in that Silva 23C. That's a team, they've been fighting their cars all week long. Constant play, not comfortable. Tyler Courtney looks comfortable right now.
He does. Came from 12th, cracked 6th, and we'll give the gift here of restarting in the 5th position.
Yeah. He's got 2 free positions without doing anything the last, 0 laps.
And depending on what happens up front as they start racing, could bring the field back into picture. Here we go. 12 laps to go on Friday night. Gavin Miller, Logan Seavey, and Darren Pittman back under the green flag.
Seavey this time going to go through the middle and cheat his way to the cushion in turn number 2.
I think Seavey will win.
Miller up on the high side. Seavey in pursuit. A couple of car lengths back.
Seavey, I think he'll win. One in second.
Cost him some forward drive.
Purple.
In fact,
Parky
cost
is
him
coming.
second as Pittman is underneath. Slides to the cushion. Darren Pittman's got the 2 spot.
Pittman had a really good run in the bottom of 3 and 4. He's going to try to roll away with it here up and over the berm. Seavey tight on the cushions, going to lose more time. Here comes Sunshine. Tyler Courtney going to fire one to the inside of Logan Seavey. Seavey in trouble here, going backwards a little bit.
Your defending Chili Bowl champion is hunting right now, looking for something up around the top with Sunshine down underneath him. Courtney closing in on Pittman as well as Seavey looks to rebuild rhythm, and Gavin Miller trying to get away while they're all racing.
He's got it wound back up. Logan Seavey does. Just took a minute as here comes Seavey to the outside. Oh, so close as Pittman takes the line away. He'll slide himself. Seavey to the bottom, and now into turn number 3 and 4. Seavey runs it in hard.
If anybody's going to be able to match Logan Seavey for tactics, Darren Pittman is on the short list of guys who do it. He gets to the top of 1 and 2 and opens it up a little bit over Logan, trying to put him into a B main on Saturday night.
6 laps to go. Gavin Miller hoping these two continue to duke it out as he has a 1.1 second lead. But here comes Logan Seavey looking for that runner-up spot. He's tracked down Darren Pittman this time through 3 and 4. Seavey's going to circle the wagons around the outside.
He's got some momentum on his side. Gets down to the bottom to close the door in 1 and 2 with a little bit of time left. Miller is not so far gone as we come to 4 to go.
Yeah, both of those guys were closing in on Gavin Miller as they were racing, and now that Seavey's got some air pressure back in his right rear, he's feeling good.
It's game on here, coming to 3 laps to go. Logan Seavey's there. Seavey to the bottom, across the nose.
Oh my gosh.
Gavin Miller.
He cut him off hard.
Logan Seavey with 3 to go.
I think he's gonna be happy.
Miller rebound. Seavey trying to get away from him. Miller back on the hammer down the back straightaway, trying to keep Logan close. Seavey bounces off the cushion. Miller right there as we're down.
If Miller can get to him, he's gonna do something to him.
Comes the Logan Seavey, slide himself to protect, but Gavin Miller's got a full head of steam into turn 3 and 4. Seavey again gonna run the slider line, fling off the cushion. White flags in the air on Friday night.
What does Miller do as Seavey slides through the corner? Gavin Miller has 2 corners to figure it out. Into the 3rd turn and coming off a 4. It's Seavey. It's Miller. Give it to Logan Seavey.
He's mad though, I know.
Logan Seavey emotional after the qualifier. Poke the bear and Seavey drives from row number 5
Ain't gonna be
from
happy.
7 and gets the win on
Is
Friday
he doing
night.
the thumbs up
And the
or?
quest is
I
on
doubt the
to
thumbs
up.
repeat here at the Chili Bowl.
Logan Seavey got there in the end. Boy, it had some twists and turns to it as dropped back to 3rd after the restart, had to rally back around. Darren Pittman, keep your race leader Gavin Miller close enough.
He's so good, guys.
Are we surprised?
It's incredible. No, you can never count him out. And like on the restart, you knew that he just had lost some air pressure in his right rear, and needed to get it back up to go be able to bang the curb. And oh my goodness,
Logan Seavey, I mean, I said it before the feature. I said Logan Seavey is the best at finding a way in the late
What are you
stages of
gonna do?
not making mistakes. He fell back, like Caleb said, to 3rd.
Go to
Was able
victory
to
lane.
dig deep and have probably the best 5 last laps you could. Man, what a driver.
yeah.
He doesn't know
Another
how
big showing
to
for him.
the spin.
Kudos to Miller. Seavey comes across his
Maybe he don't want
nose.
to.
Gavin stayed in it and didn't get rattled to the point that he was right there at the very end. Maybe a little different strategy coming through 3 and 4 for Gavin, and you don't know what happens, but man.
Look how much this one means
Yeah.
to Logan.
By the way, from 12, Sunshine, 3rd.
Figured it out. That Paul Silva guy's pretty damn smart.
Oh, he's so
Pittman
happy.
4, Grant 5. Those are B-main cars, as is Tyler Edwards.
Well, he
Michael
won this thing
Facento,
last year.
and Ricky
He won the Chili Bowl
Stenhouse
last year.
Jr.
Really? Oh,
But the
okay.
happiest guy in Tulsa tonight is Logan Seavey.
He's the defending champion.
Oh, okay.
But of course Larson wasn't there.
They're all
Bell wasn't
special
there.
to win here in this building,
Oh,
whether
man.
it's a prelim or a Chili Bowl. But you think after the day they've had,
Yeah.
this one feels good.
Yeah. Well, you don't poke the bear, right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
moral of this story. Especially when the Bears got Kevin Swindell in the riches.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
Sam Johnson 9, Felker 10, TJ Smith 24 to 11. Hayden Reinbold, Daniel Robinson, and Dominic Gordon will all be C-main cars. Let's kick it down to the house.
Southern California's Logan Seavey with tonight's Hard Rock Casino qualifying night number 5 win. A big prelim win. And he's getting congratulations from Kevin Swindell and crew. Gonna crack him open a nice cold beverage to celebrate. What a race we saw. How about that, my boy? You just set yourself up for an unprecedented, not to get ahead of ourselves, 3-peat. And
I say he
wish
won the
you
last
would have
2
been there.
chili
Maybe
bowls
you
in a
did
row.
See some of the fans out in the
But
corner of your
again,
eye. You about
no
blew the
Larson,
roof
no
off of this
Bell.
place when you got by Gavin down there on lap 28.
Yeah, this is the one place in the world where when the race gets interesting, you feel it and you see it for sure. These fans are absolutely out of control. The rowdies were going nuts every corner. Yeah, I didn't.
What's gonna happen?
I didn't go off.
I don't think
the
he's
corner
gonna
with
win
that slider
tomorrow.
good enough, and I knew he was right on me every corner, and I just had to keep sliding myself, and I wasn't really good going across the slick. I don't know how much you can see it on the replay, but I nearly stalled it on the last corner. I was completely sideways and completely out of the gas, and I thought it was gonna die on me, but man, I just can't say enough about this team. What Kevin and Tim Bertrand and all of our partners have done for us, Chris Harvey, Mountain Mechanical. There's like 30 of them on the car this week, and I just can't thank them enough. I know Bob Hurley helped us out a lot this week, and Shields came on board, and it's been a great few weeks. And man, I just felt good earlier, and then felt not good in the qualifier, and we had to make some big swings. And man, I kind of just talked to Kevin really quick and said what I think we should do and what I needed, and left him alone to do his thing. And this thing was so fast on the cushion, I could even crawl the bottom really good early, and I ran a lot of ugly laps, and the balance still isn't where we need it to be for tomorrow, but we're definitely headed in the right direction.
You know, one thing about it, you get to the bottom of this ramp, you're competing at the Chili Bowl Nationals, driving for Kevin Swindell. He's going to give you an absolute dime piece to get around. There'll be hiccups here and there, but when it comes time to eat, he's going to put you right in the mix.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this one doesn't feel very real at the moment. I feel like there were so many moments in that race where I got the third, fairly early. I took the 8th on the start, and then I drove to the field pretty quick, and I got the third, and I was kind of in ride mode.
What is it?
I ran down those 2 liters.
The tires they use.
Okay.
Tim's got turned around and had to get the lead back to Gavin.
They're
Then
made by Hoosier.
he really got going. He had no one in front of him.
NASCAR used to use them
Maybe
all
the
the way
best
up to
car,
like
and
1992.
He ran like 3 bad laps,
And then
and just happened to
Goodyear
be my best 3 laps on the racetrack.
got the contract.
That was really the difference. I could see the ticker was running out of time, and maybe that's what he was looking at too, and getting a little
But
nervous.
Hoosier still does the dirt
I
tires.
was able to sneak my pitman and then run about
And
2
most
really good
of all
laps
the
and
series, I
got to
think.
him, and I threw a really big bomb, and I was hoping it was clear, and like I said, I couldn't get across the slick as good as I needed to, so made it hard to clear sliders, and I knew that one was probably pretty close, but for the win on your prelim night, you got to kind of go for it, and yeah, then I was able to keep him behind me. Like I said, I think in open track, he was probably a touch
There's
better
his
than
pass.
me, and that's where we got to get our car a little bit better.
You know, from the sounds of these fans, I think you've picked up a few fans over time, and we'll let you get off and go talk to the TV folks, and a well-deserved trip to Victory Lane tonight. It was quite impressive, buddy.
Yeah, I feel like of all the prelim nights we've won so far, that was, last year was really intense, but I feel like I really earned that one. I feel like I had to get up in the seat and make moves when it mattered most, and luckily came in just in time. But yeah, like I said, I feel obviously really good right now, but I know we have work to do before tomorrow.
No doubt, workload tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let him hear it. Sutter, California's Logan Seavey, your qualifying night, Hard Rock Hotel qualifying night winner. How about that?
Hell of a win for Logan. We still got to see where he's going to start the pole shuffle because that is up for grabs. But CD has put himself in position once again to have a Saturday night to remember as he defends his Friday night crown and in position to maybe go 3 times. Chris Moore is down track side with 3rd place. Courtney.
Yeah, thank you, Caleb. 1 spot out of a lock-in, but coming from 12th, and I know you haven't felt comfortable much this week. How good does this feel?
Yeah, I mean, even the whole trip out west, I wasn't super comfortable, but yeah, tonight is I just feel to have a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, I feel like, and just get a little confidence. It's like playing golf. Like, you have a few bad rounds and just can't quite get yourself going. We just needed a run like that just to get ourselves going in the right direction. Obviously, Kyle was pretty good on Monday. We weren't where we needed to be. I feel like we gained a lot of stuff there, especially for what I need. And I think it'll help Kyle too. But just yeah, our Nostra Energy Drink car was really good. Coming from 12th, you got to pass as many cars as you can. Running 3rd and not locking in sucks, but we'll be at the front of the B and give ourselves a chance to make another Chili Bowl Saturday night here on.
You'll be at the front of the B with Bell.
A different car, the first
him and Bell
so many years I ran here was in a Clausen Marshall car, so coming here in a different car, different crew chief, different everything is yeah, it's a little bit different, but man, it just it feels great to finally get a good run. I felt like I used to be halfway decent in a midget, and then I started second guessing myself out west, and then even tonight in the heat and the qualifier, just like, man, what the heck am I doing? And then finally put a solid run together, and thank you to Paul, Trevor, Doug, Kyle, and Caitlin, all their partners along with us. Like I said, NOS Energy Drink, my team, Class Marshall, for letting me come do this in the off season, and just been an awesome experience so far. And like I said, we'll start at the front of the V and see if we can go get ourselves in another feature.
All right, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
There you go, Sunshine. A quick 12-3 run in a much better position than he thought he'd be for tomorrow.
Definitely a momentum builder for him and that team. He was up. He got up forward. Middle of the race might have faded, but at the very end, he was right there. So congratulations to Sunshine, Tyler Courtney.
That's the best that car's looked all weekend, too, and I know they're going to be locked and loaded for tomorrow. Speaking of locked and loaded, Earl Hoon Jr. is with our second-place finisher.
I bet he can't be
Earl's
happy
off tonight, so I'm going to fill in for him.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Gavin, you took that lead earlier after the incident there going into turn number 3. You lead it up to lap number 27 when Logan carries it around. When you see that car come around, what goes through your mind? What do you think you're going to do to change and get that top spot back?
Honestly, not really much within what I was doing in the beginning. I just had last 3 very bad laps, and I kind of got a little bit nervous there. Got tight on the cushion and did it another time after that, and then Logan was starting to mess up a little bit there at the end. I could get his back bumper, but it was super hard to slide him after that just because he was running that slider line, so it made it super difficult. And like I said, I didn't mean to. I know everyone's probably mad about that, about me wrecking him, but I truly didn't mean it, and I just gotta apologize to him, and I'll talk to him when I get back. But that was a bad call on my part. I was trying to race Stevie hard and hooked his rear bumper, and I tried locking it up, but I couldn't slow up in time.
All right, we're going to let you, they're calling you back to the stage, so head on over there. Guys, when Gavin climbed out of the race car, was standing right by that machine, he stood up and Bo came over there and immediately he apologized to Bo. He said, I didn't mean it. He said, I was thinking about it ever since that. So just like what Clinton talked about and what Caleb said, you got to put it out of your mind. He had that in the back of his mind throughout the remainder of the race.
Yeah, and